Julie has just retired. Her company's retirement program has two options as to how retirement benefits can be received. Under the first option, Julie would receive a lump sum of $150,000 immediately as her full retirement benefit. Under the second option, she would receive $14,000 each year for 20 years, plus a lump sum payment of $60,000 at the end of the 20-year period. If she can invest her money at 12%, which option should she pick? The $150,000 that we receive now doesn't need to be discounted back, so our factor is just 1, and the present value would be the $150,000 times 1, or $150,000. We would get the same thing if we were using a financial calculator. For option 2, the annual payments from years 1 through 20 of $14,000 a year represent an annuity, and we need to find our present value annuity factor for 20 periods at a 12% interest rate. That present value annuity factor is 7.469. We multiply that present value annuity factor by the $14,000 a year cash flow or payment to get a present value of $104,566. The $60,000 that we receive in year 20 is a lump sum, so we look up the present value factor for 20 years at 12%, and that factor for a lump sum is 0.104. Multiplying that by the $60,000 cash flow, we get a present value of $6,240. The total present value then of option 2 is $110,806. That's simply the sum of both present values. If we were using our financial calculator to solve for the present value of the annuity payments, we would have n equals 20 because there are 20 years of payments. Our annual interest rate was 12%, and we would enter $14,000 for the annual payment and 0 for the future value, and solve for a present value of $104,572. Again, this is different than the amount we solve for using our table because the tables have rounded values. The present value of the lump sum of $60,000 that we receive at the end of the 20-year period will be discounted back for n equals 20 periods, interest rate of 12%. We put 0 for the payment and $60,000 for our future value. When we solve for the present value, we get $6,220 for a total present value of $110,792. We can calculate this by adding together the present value of the annual annuities and the lump sum, or in our financial calculator, we can enter n for 20. Our interest rate will be 12%, $14,000 for the payment, and $60,000 for the future value. And then solving, we get a combined value of $110,792. In any event, we should definitely select option number 1 because it has the higher present value.